Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to this incredibly dangerous game. This game that likes to ruin my setup. Anyway, we're going to have another go at the Unity remake of SCP Containment Breach. We're going to get back in as a new game. We'll pretend that absolutely nothing went wrong. Yeah, we're going to pretend that nothing went wrong. We're going to pretend that everything's fine. Because now that I've made over 30 videos, I should be marginally more professional, and I should know how to balance audio levels and hopefully not have the microphone melt. So, with the end of SCP Containment Breach original version, I was most sad. Because I love SCP as much as it terrifies me. Like a kind of love-hate relationship. This is more a love-scare relationship. And I didn't want that to be the end of it. Here we are again. With my weirdly broken thumb. Oh, wow. I'm already nervous. I'm already nervous just trying to play this. Right. Let's see. Are the doors going to be horribly noisy? No, not really. That's nice. Okay. So we're not going to faff around. We've seen how this system works. Although we probably haven't, because I've already forgotten the buttons. Give me a minute to check the buttons. Okay, so with my abilities honed in the original version... He's gone. Where's he gone? Oh, there he is. Hi, dude. Hi. With my abilities honed in the original version of me... still very nearly mucking it up. Whew. We should hopefully be able to have a little bit more success. I'm better at SCP, and I'm better at recording. What could go wrong? 650. What's 650? I don't know what 650 is. Okay, so there's no mucking around. We're just going to get in. We're going to have a waltz around. We're going to see what we can find. And hopefully nothing will go disastrously wrong like it always used to. At least, not immediately. Oh, you're 650. I forgot about that. Right, is there anything here I can have? No, I have my bandages, but I don't know anything else. Is there anything in here? Oh yeah, that's just 650 document. We're not interested in you. You're not scary. You're just a thing that wanders around and jumps out behind people and goes, "Ugh." You're not very scary. Not after all of the crazy things that I've experienced in the standard version of this game. You're not very scary. You aren't. No, you're not. You've just got no face. Which frankly means I'm basically just envious of you. Oh, good. And this doesn't go anywhere. Man alive, you've got a right crick in your neck. I know a great chiropractor, so you... Yeah! I always forget how quick that kid moves. You little person face. Oh, sheesh. Right. Okay, let's head to the core room instead. That sounds slightly less deadly. I should also preface, I have absolutely no idea how big this game is in comparison to the original. I've got no idea if there are endings. I've got no idea how many SCPs are in it. I've got no idea how much lore is in it. I've absolutely got no idea about anything. Oh, I remember this. So, I should preface. I don't really know what's going to happen with this series, because with the original SCP, I knew that we would eventually find our way out, because I knew that there were endings in the game. With this, however, I don't know what's going to happen, because I honestly know nothing. I know the grand total of diddly squat. I don't even remember what numbers these are. 113... or rather 131, 1762, and some staff officers. But basically we're just going to wander around, we're going to explore a bit, we're going to see some random stuff, we're going to see what happens, knows? Maybe something will go wrong, maybe everything will go right, we don't know. All we know is that we're dancing very badly. That's the only thing you can ever be sure of on this channel, that A, I will muck up whatever I read, and B, I will dance badly. And certainly not Alan badly. Ah, the bathrooms again. I don't think there's anything inside there. You again? Seriously, kid, I'm trying to have a moment. Alright, I'm not that atrociously looking, honestly. I'm just looking for the butt ghost. I'm seeing if that's in this game, which I don't think it is, but maybe it is, I don't know. Your pose reminds me of something, and I cannot remember for the life of me what it is. Oh well, never mind, it doesn't matter, but you are in my way, which I'm finding very annoying. I'm going to shut the door on you! Literally. This is what I get for recording at this time of day. Okay, there's 1762. And there's... Are you trying to smack my bottom? That's completely unacceptable. Honestly. More bathrooms. There's the butt ghost in one of these bathrooms. No, seemingly not. There's no point trying to scare me. You can't do it. You need to get ragtime gal or something like that to scare me. You can't scare me. You're just a great big silly face. No, there's anything in there. You are trying to grab me, and I don't like it. I also can't get by you, which is a bit of a problem, if I'm honest. Could you shift? Could you shift your patoot? Because honestly, I can't deal with this. Oh gosh. If I get stuck here because of you, I will say some awfully colourful words. Right, thank you. For goodness sake. Told you something would go wrong. Something always goes wrong. Oh, it's this thing again. So yes, as I was saying, I have absolutely no knowledge whatsoever and no plans for this series. I'm not... You are going to be a royal pain in my not very royal backside. I'll lock you in there. No, I can't. That's a shame. So yeah, I've got no idea where this series is going to go or how long it's going to last. I guess I'm just going to do it on occasions whenever I feel like it, in the hope that eventually interesting things happen. We haven't had a lot of scares yet, which is a bit of a shame. Okay, so there wasn't very much down there apart from the helium canister, so let's go find 131. That would be this way, let's just say, because we haven't lived in for a while. Oh, this is pretty. What's through this door? Oh! A curve, what will they think of next? There's nobody here except you and your butt-grabbing proclivities. Which I'm not totally into, and these huge pneumatic drill thingamajigs, which I really wish I could have. That'd be really cool. I also do not know how this thing is able to phase through walls and stuff in order to just get to wherever we want. Oh gosh. Yeah, these things. I can't remember if I read about these previously. There's documents somewhere or other. Yeah, there we are. There's memos there. They're not hugely interesting. We get it, they have the intelligence of cats, they've got little wheels underneath them and they move around and they're not very exciting. Which didn't really make any sense because I was hearing somebody talk about the most interesting SCPs they'd ever heard of and they brought up one of them as one of them. I mean, they're an interesting curiosity, but they're little more than that. I'm going on about saying, oh, they're really, really interesting. Like, maybe I'm missing something, but they didn't seem that way to me. Staff officers. Yeah, I don't really understand the mechanics of this game because it's not just basically like a remastering. It's not that they've just taken the game and they've done... Oh, that's cute. And they've just done a graphical job on it. This is kind of more a reimagining of the game rather than anything else. Do I have any of these things? Oh, I'm going to turn the lights off. That's an interestingly unnecessarily complicated light switch. So yeah, the mechanics are obviously very different. You don't get key codes. You're a menace to society. Most of society doesn't know I exist, judging by my viewership figure, so I would imagine that that's not really true. Oh wow, that's a cool looking map. Can I have some of these? No, maybe I've got too many of them. Can I zoom? Oh, I can zoom a bit. Description is... I can't read that, it's too dark. But that's a whale, which makes me rather nervous. That's... Is that... Yeah, that is what I think it is. Oh, is there any entertaining files? Oh, gosh. Some developers think they have a sense of humour, I would say. Right, never mind. Not to imply that I do and they don't. Is that some sort of space-age Roomba? That'd be quite exciting if it is. Although, didn't we actually encounter a Roomba in here at one point? Or am I going crazy? Probably going crazy. Okay, so we haven't found an awful lot yet. So we're just basically going to wander around for a bit. So no, I don't really know how this game works, because it's more of a reimagining than a remastering. The mechanics are different, how stuff occurs is different. As I say, I don't even know if there are endings yet, or ever for that matter. Well, presumably at some point they're going to have endings, but I don't know what they'll be or how you'll get them. 914, 1499, and secure storage SL2-A. How exciting. Is the butt grabber still here? No, he seems to have gone in search of other butts to grab. Anything exciting in there? Can't see anything. Can't see anything too thrilling. SCP-419. I think 419 is the machine, unless I'm highly mistaken. Which is never particularly far from the realm of possibilities, given the fact that I am very dumb. Very messy, this facility. I'm not quite sure what's going on here, but it's very messy. Yes, this is the machine. Now, I don't think I actually showed this previously in a previous video. I seem to remember it was in some of the footage that was lost due to the whole microphone breaking situation. So let's have a look around here. Yeah, so this is the machine with many settings and many things. And you put the many of things in here and you see what happens to them. One object at a time. Empty H2O container. Oh, I can refill this with water. Okay, what's this? What did I get? H2O canister. Okay, that's water, isn't it? Yeah. Water turns into helium. 2 helium and an oxygen. 2 helium and oxygen, and then... No, hydrogen, sorry. Yes. Okay, so if we put... Listen here, you and me. We need to have a little talk. You are not cool, and you're not scary. And that is the end of the matter. Right, if I put this thing in here, that button, there we go. Can I get him in there? Can I get him to go in there? That would be amazing. Okay, so if I do this on a 1-to-1, according to this, the H2O should then come out as 2 hydrogen and an oxygen. And then if I put the 2 hydrogen in on either a fine or a very fine setting, I get helium out. And then the helium and the oxygen turn into nitrogen, and then 2 nitrogen turn into the argon, and then the argon turns into the thing that I need for that machine. Maybe. Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. Oh gosh, I'm going to drop a few bandages, because we honestly don't need this many bandages. We'll come back to them later if we need them. Okay, so if I then put the hydrogen on, I should get helium out. Hydrogen. So, I mean, there's there's what is clearly fine there, but is that a V or is that a squiggle? I'm going to assume it's just a squiggle, and I'm going to assume... Oh, that's a weird system. I'm assuming it's fine. I probably should have saved before I did that, but never mind. Helium? Helium! So helium and oxygen create what I assume is nitrogen. You'll have to pardon me, I know very little physics and I know no chemistry. So my knowledge of thingamajigs on periodic tables as represented by bits and pieces is not enormous. Oh, stop being so melodramatic. The what? Wherever you've gone, the world ain't that bad. There's no need for, oh, woe is me. There's no need for none of that. Just calm down. Nitrogen? Neon! See, I told you I was bad at this. Okay, so we made some neons. Now we need to do the exact same thing again. Okay, so now we've got the second neon canister, so now we should have 2 neon. Okay, so they said fine, and then they rubbed it out of it, and then they want 1. So I've saved. We'll try it on the fine first, and if that doesn't work, we'll go back to the... Oh no, sorry, we'll try it on the 1-to-1 first, rather, because that seems to be what they're indicating, and if that doesn't work, we'll try it on the fine instead. Argon? Argon! Excellent, so now we've got the argon canister, so if we now go back to 10131, I think it is, we should be able to find out whatever that does. Hooray, we'll have done something new. Oh, this, yeah, this is... That's sweet. That's sweet. So, I'm trying to have a moment here. Do you need to constantly interrupt me? Somebody saw tubs and got quite excited about the whole idea. Oh, gosh. What is all of this? I don't know what any of these symbols mean. There's more oxygen and there's a little bit of helium up here, so there's nothing wildly exciting. Although actually, before we go back down to the 131, I want to try 1 or 2 little things. Just see what happens. What happens if I put a bandage in on fine? Will it come out as like a whole med kit? Because that would be nice. Bigger. A large bandage! I say, that's fantastic. What happens if I put it in on very fine? What happens if I do that? Bandage on very fine? Comes out as another large bandage. Okay, well that's not very exciting. The bandage on 1-to-1 comes out as a small amount of scrap. Yeah, frankly, that's my reaction too. Well, that's not very exciting, is it, Mr. Pally? I'm going to quickly see if I can try and get him in here, though. Oh, look at me, I'm really interested in this wall. I do hope nothing creeps up behind me. That would scare me if that kind of thing happened. Oh, blast. Oh, I'm so interested in this wall. So many interesting things are happening behind this wall. Friend of butt grabbing. No, fine. Fine. We'll live with it. Okay, so we've got some large bandages. I'm not really sure what purpose they'll serve. Presumably they just heal you more than a normal bandage does. I can live with that. Doop. Darn it! Anyone get that reference? Probably not. It's nearly 40 years old. And to be honest with you, that makes it younger than most of my references. Right. Must have been this number then. Must have been 1762. Which I still have not looked up any interesting historical events that happened in that year in order to make some kind of a terrible joke out of. Of course not. That would require forethought and planning and the brain, all of these things that I do not own. Okie dokie. Insert argon canister. Here we are. Purge. I suppose. Anything exciting going to happen or not? Oh, is it purging this room? Is it purging the room or the canister? Unlock. Here we go. Open the chamber. It is a box. Can I open the box? I can open the box! And there's gas inside. That's exciting. Ah. This will be a reference to something that I'm not getting, which I guess is only karma, considering I'm constantly making references that nobody on Earth would get. I mean, oh! Oh! This is kind of cute in a way. And the butt grabber isn't back, so I'm pleased. I mean, this is just lovely. Okay, well, it was lovely meeting you. Okay, at least we saw something new. Even if it wasn't a monster that wants to murder our face, at least it was something new. Okie dokie, so we've had our run with 914. Let's have a look at 1499, which I do not remember the details of to save my life. Oh, corridors everywhere, and not a monster to die to. 1499. Again, probably a year when something interesting happened. Ah, it's like those booths you get at the train station. And there's always always a person there with a very bad mood. What? Bodily harm hazard. Well, I can't see anything. I see nothing. I'm gonna save because I'm scared. Should we have a read? Codex. Oh, this was in the original version, but I never saw it. 1499 is a Soviet GP5 gas mask. A seal test performed on the object suggests that the object retains its original functionality. The anomalous effects of 1499 activate when a human places it on their head. Approximately 1 second after 1499 is securely fastened onto the subject's head, the subject will vanish from view and is no longer detectable. The subject reports no feeling of motion at this time. Testing has revealed that two-way radios remain capable of both receiving and transmitting despite the subject being undetectable. Upon wearing 1499, test subjects report completely different surroundings than they were in prior to 1499. Subjects have reported that it appears barren in a hospital. Oh, I really thought I was going to get through a whole document without mucking something up. Subjects have reported that it appears barren and inhospitable, with tall black towers filling the area. Subjects have also cited entities within this landscape. These entities, designated 1499-1, have been described as tall, naked humanoids with dark skin and a thick coat of unknown viscous substance. Instances, blah 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 blah, also a large amount of eyes and mouths covering their body. Upon removing 1499 from their head, subjects reappear in the same location they were in when they put it on. I see. Can I have this? Probably not. No, I need a keycard. Warehouse has keycard. Someone tell Anderson to speak with them about it. Okay, so there's the gas mask, but I can't have it. Which presumably means the keycards are a thing in this game, and I was just a complete idiot. So there's some in the warehouse. Okay, that's a shame. I really wanted to read that because. Oh, gosh. My jaw clicked. Oh, you disappearing person. Ow. I'd completely forgotten about him. He hadn't appeared for like 10 minutes and I completely forgot. Oh, gosh, that was not enjoyable. Okay, so there are key cards, so I need to keep an eye out for some sort of a warehouse. Okay, I can live with that. Ow. Okay, fine. I surrender. He's kind of scary occasionally if you forget about him. What? Secure storage, cool. What? What? I'm confused. Have I just gone through some sort of impossible geometry? Because I could have sworn that's the room I came from when I came through here originally. Okay, so I didn't go out the way I came in. There is some weird geometry going on here. See what I mean? I'm confused. If we follow this to 1499 again, what's going to happen? I don't know. I don't think I like it in there. Maybe we'll check out this storage first, just in case there's a keycard. There might be. Let's be honest with you, this seems more like a place where... Frankly, you can take your handless arms and stick them where the sun don't shine, as far as I'm concerned. You probably enjoy it as well. Aha, right. I have since learned what this is, this thing. This is a pill. Not that kind of a pill, but a pill that cures all diseases, apparently. Oh, and this is the Jade Ring. Yeah, this is the thing that makes you immune to the Doctor, at least temporarily, and apparently some other stuff. I think. I haven't got a clue. Medical hypo. Consumable. Presumably that's another health item. Oh, hello, Mr. Ducky. You look weird. It's like you haven't got any skin on. Again, I'm assuming this is a reference to something. This seems familiar from somewhere. Like, I've definitely seen this before at some point in my life. I've just got absolutely no idea where or when. Okay, I'm going to turn this off because it's going to be highly irritating to have this on forever. Oh, I can't turn this off. It seems like we're going to go for a wild ride. Oh, that was a bit disappointing. Okay, so we weren't going to go for a wild ride then. Okay. Again, that's probably a reference to something that I don't get. But never mind, let's continue going down here and see what else we can find. Oh, those footprints. You again! Go away. No one cares. Is there anything exciting? No, I don't think so. Oh, we're back here again. Most curious. Okay, so that wasn't as that wasn't perhaps as exciting as I'd hoped it would be, but never mind. So have we explored everything on this floor then? I think we have. Because we've explored 173's area, 650's area, 499, 131, 914. Yeah, okay, I think we've had a look at everything on this level. Which, although there are map seeds implying that there are different maps, yeah, it's just a lift game. Calm down. Is it up or down? I don't know which way it is currently. Oh, there we are. So, although this game has varying map seeds implying that it's randomly generated, at the same time it also kind of doesn't seem to be randomly generated, because this map seems to be absolutely identical as the one that I played previously, and the likelihood of me getting the same map seed twice in a row is very low. But let's keep looking around and see what else we find. Okay, so it would seem this level is mainly offices, which isn't very exciting, and for the sake of trying to increase the average level of excitement in this series, I'm actually going to go back down to the 3rd floor on the bottom rather than the 1st floor in order to try and find something a little bit more exciting. Indeed, we are. Oh yes, with the dead man, I remember him. I remember my good friend, dearly departed. Dearly departed bag of bones. Which is apparently a phrase. Packing and logistics, auxiliary containment chamber and expansion zone. See, that sounds more exciting than an office. Ah, yes, the old tubular architecture. I remember this. Save as well, because I haven't done that in a while. Oh, I remember this. Yeah, the doors that take ages to close and aren't very exciting. I remember now. Auxiliary containment chamber and packaging and logistics. Well, that sounds interesting. At least it sounds less boring than a load more corridors that we can't really do anything with. Is this... Yeah, this is the same as the other one. Oh, shit. I'm a little tiny bit sick of you. Okay. Just a little tiny bit. Particularly since you're not very good at killing me. Yeah, I know, I probably just jinxed it and he's going to kill me horribly in a moment. Okay, so I can go forward or I can go down. What? What does this say? Self-replicating object, bodily harm hazard and biological hazard. 1176. I've never heard of 1176 in my entire life. Is it this? Oh. It's a coffin. It's a coffin with a body in it. Hello. You don't look very happy with life in general. Is that a document? Here we are. 1176. 1176 is the mummified. Oh, sheesh. Good old ragtime gal. Always up for a chase. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. Give us a minute. You just jump out of the floor whenever you fancy, don't you? Which I do not frankly think is a particularly fair set of circumstances. Just wants to have a read. Oh, for goodness sake, would you get off? I can't get by you. Oh, who am I kidding? Of course I can get by you. I'm a genius! Oh wait, no, I'm not. I'm a twit. Because, like, unlike good old-fashioned ragtime gal, this particular dingleberry decides that he likes to reappear wherever he fancies in order to pick up the ground he's lost on you. Am I safe? Of course I'm not safe. This is SCP. But I think for the moment we may have shaken off Ragtime Gal, which means we managed to get an opportunity to read this accursed thing. 1176 is the mummified corpse of a human male, presumed to be approximately 35 years old at the time of death. 1176 is clinically dead and does not display or indicate respiration, circulation, or metabolism. Well, obviously not. He's dead. 1176's brain, which is largely intact in a state of general tissue degradation, exhibits a constant level of electric activity consistent with stage 3 non-rapid eye movement sleep or deep sleep. Blah 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 blah. In the place of all bodily fluids, there have been found in the living human being 1176 contains a fluid of viscous consistency and golden colour designated 1176-1, consisting of 1176-1 testing has found it to be chemically identical to clover honey produced by the honey bee. It is exuded from the pores at variable rates depending on the environmental condition. The honey has been determined to be edible by human beings possessing an AB positive blood type and possesses properties consistent with a highly concentrated nutritional supplement. A dose of 1176-1, 15 milliliters in volume, contains approximately 2,500 calories and significant quantities of essential vitamins and nutrients, making it highly effective as an emergency ration or stable foodstuff. Tests conducted on D-class personnel indicate that 1176-1 consumption by compatible persons is effective in preventing physical sensations of hunger for 14 to 18 hours after consumption bears no longer side effects. Persons of a non-AB blood type, upon consuming any amount of 1176-1 greater than half a milliliter, begin exhibiting symptoms of a severe allergic reaction within 4 to 10 hours of consumption. Acute hemolysis, I've got no idea what that is, followed by renal failure, that's kidney failure, and death has occurred in 98.7% of all tests. There were incompatible people who were fed 1176. Symptoms of 1176-1 consumption among incompatible test subjects are consistent with symptoms of persons given blood transfusions of a type incompatible with their blood chemistry. Okay, that's interesting. Well, I don't know what my blood type is, and I don't know what my character's blood type is, so we're probably going to die a horrible death if we try and ingest any of that. And I'm wondering if that is... I wonder whether Ragtime Gal turned up because of random chance, and he just happened to appear there because he hadn't in a while, or whether he turned up there because of a specific reason, like he's somehow related to this body. But let me go back and see if I can have a proper look at it without being interrupted by any times of rag. Okay, here we are again. So yeah, it can kill you if you don't have the right blood type. So can I drink this or not? It's a very nice sarcophagus, I must say. Can I? No, I don't think so. It doesn't look like it died in a very pleasant way, did it? Oh! Oh, I can ingest it. Okay, well, I'll ingest it. Any more would be a bad idea. Okay, so it's increased my health a little bit. Any more would be a bad idea. Well, I mean... Oh, come on! Don't mother hen me! If I want to kill myself by drinking weird honey that's been secreted by a corpse that's been found in the ground in a crazy facility full of demons, I will do just that! Thank you kindly! Right. Anything else, or just the same as ever? Just the same as ever. Anything else? Yeah, increased my health by 25%, but, Oh, my health has gone back up. And there are slight orange marks. Stop trying to audition for some sort of a cricket team and get out of here. Oh, here again. I remember this. This is where we met the 979, I think. Oh, here's another... Yeah. Hello. I want to have a proper look at you because I didn't get the opportunity to last time. Hello. Are you friendly? No, apparently not. Okay. Well, you learn something new every day. Well, I think that is the perfectly adequate place to stop for today. We've seen some stuff. We've seen some new stuff. We've seen some old stuff. We've seen some weird stuff. We've seen some normal stuff. We've seen stuff. And hopefully, there won't be any horrendous problems with this video. Well, probably when I come to edit it, there will be horrendous problems with this video. So, as I said before, I've got absolutely no idea where the series is going to go or what's going to happen with it, but I didn't want the end of SCP Containment Breach original version to be the end of SCP on the channel, because I do love SCP so much. So this is the kind of restarting of the Unity remake series for the time being, at least. Maybe, maybe not, I don't know. But here it is. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for joining me this evening. Take care of each other, and good night.